when disaster happens, Wisconsin Emergency Management helps coordinate the response. That includes training before a disaster, specifically in urban search and rescue.
Reporter Will Keneally sat in on some of that training last week and joins us now with more. Will?
First responders affectionately call it the rubble pile. It helps train first responders across the country when disaster strikes. This could be rescuing someone from a sewage line or, as we see in severe wind damage, any level of building collapse.
Just 15 miles from Boston, first responders train in urban search and rescue, which could mean anything.
You get to a point you might have to tunnel through a car. You might have to tunnel through a washer and dryer that you would find in a house, furnace, things like that.
This would happen during a building collapse, and victims are on the other side of whatever part of the building collapsed on them. Responders train for this in what is called the pancake house.
They go in, one of the breach panels on the outside, go in, stabilize, and they either have to go up or go down.
Responders will have to cut through the ceiling to rescue dummies. Trainers will close the outside doors, so they will have to work in the dark, often on their backs looking up.
And if it looks like a nice door that you can walk through, they don't get to use that. That's instructors only.
When they work on collapsed structures like you might see in wind damage or even during this past year's Mifflin Street block party, instructors train responders on what to do, like support the structure first before helping the victims. And this training helps local fire departments in their emergency response. But Wisconsin Emergency Management also has a specialized team that they can dispatch when needed.
In a disaster, we can provide things like supplies, like food and water. We can provide sandbags, heavy equipment like aircraft and boats for search and rescue. But it can also be personnel, like the National Guard.
So in terms of last night's storms, the State Emergency Operations Center was put on partial activation, but that was to track the storms. Emergency management staff was not dispatched to assist in the cleanup.